education is so crucial in our environment for everything, poverty alleviation, making people ready to contribute to the society in a meaningful way.
You cannot live in this country and not notice the challenges that we face in education. And I think whatever profession you end up in, it comes through the hands of a teacher.
The gateway subjects are always a problem. Maths and science, English, which is a language of learning which cuts across the curriculum, are always a problem. So I knew immediately when we were talking about that we can make a good contribution and a very strong impact.
Within the African Leadership Initiative, one of the requirements was that we come out with a project.
And we thought with Dr. Mtoba at the time, maybe we should focus on dealing with this issue of teacher shortage in the classrooms.
So we joined hands and said, this is our project. And then we started Teach South Africa.
We call it an induction program, which basically orientates them to the teaching so that by the time they get into the classroom, they have an idea of how to conduct those classrooms and what to expect.
The graduates come with the content knowledge in science, maths, and English and IT. What we provide them is the skills to prepare them for the classroom. We provide for them ongoing support. They have to be mentored by an experienced teacher. There has to be somebody who goes and guides them in the classroom, hold their hand and make sure that they do their delivery of the teaching in the most appropriate way.
So I was an ambassador for 2 years between 2011 to 2012, and I've continued teaching ever since because I found my passion through the program. And I just related to a lot of the mission and the values there, and so that's why I decided to apply.
The most important thing is to make sure that once they join the program, they are supported in schools and they receive as much workshops and training throughout the course so that they can survive the hard situations in schools and be able to teach with as much support as possible.
I actually loved it because that's where I discovered that I had a passion for teaching. I was originally interested in the program for the community service aspect of it. But then I realized once I was in the training program that I actually love to be in the classroom. I love to be with the learners and see them grow and learn. And so what also benefited me during the 2 years was the attention and support that we got from mentors, from interaction with other ambassadors, and from all the workshops that we went through.
We would like to introduce the young people in the classroom because they are role models, or not only to the teachers but also to the students themselves, because they are so close in terms of age and understanding what's impacting young people.
It's the youth, the promise of leadership. They are the promise of leadership, and I think you will hear when you talk to other ambassadors that it's driven by youth. And I think that's probably lessons to learn from that they have a different energy from our generation, and they think very differently about sustainability and how to move the country forward. So I think Teach SA owes largely part of its success to the fact that it's driven by the youth, the ambassadors, and then the learners that they interact with.
In the past few years, we have learned to work within government and succeed in what you are doing. There's still much more to be done, I believe, but there is a strong buy-in from government today on the Teach South Africa brand.
Given the fact that the challenges of quality teachers continues in our country, it's really our big dream that we want to see ourselves placing more teacher ambassadors in our schools.
We need to grow the organization. We need to multiply what it is we're doing. We need to be in many, many more schools than we are at the moment.
There's common knowledge that as a country we need to mobilize and drive young people into maths and science subjects, into maths and science related careers. We need to drive young people into choosing teaching as a profession so that we can better replace the so much needed skills that we are losing in the profession.
It's touching lives of learners in the classroom, and we've had stories that are amazing of basically changing the trajectory of a learner that was never ever going to study maths or science, and have taken choices at tertiary that they wouldn't have otherwise done if they didn't come across the teacher ambassadors. It is the teacher ambassadors themselves who, by taking on this challenge, have become very different citizens and look at life very differently.